Hey everyone, it's Ivan with kitbadger.com here today to talk about Pyramyd Air. If you're unfamiliar with Pyramyd Air, they are kind of all-encompassing everything air guns, from kind of like entry, like lower level, like air gun stuff, all the way up to like really high-end, like hunting, target air guns, pretty much you name it. They have all of it, to include stuff like this, Springfield XD, which is probably better than the real one because this one's made in Taiwan, but they have everything. Occasionally people ask me like, hey, how do you get kids into being passionate about firearms, teaching them responsibility, safe weapon handling, all these things? It's not with a 12 gauge. Don't do that. Honestly, air guns it's a pretty good place to start. There's actually a lot of value kind of on different levels. On the one hand, you can and should treat them as weapons. And yeah, all 4 weapon safety rules, all of those things. But there's definitely a lesser consequence than like a full-blown firearm, 100%, even like a 22 or something. So there's definitely like more of a safety margin there. And for my own part, honestly, it's fun to just go out and shoot them with my boys. Like, it's a good time. There's no ear pro, don't have to worry about, loud concussive noises, any of that stuff. Like, hey, work on your trigger press, whatever it is. And there's not the distraction of like big muzzle flash, concussion, anything like that. Just get to go out and have fun and work on some fundamentals. And depending on what you want, you can also get guns that are basically analog to guns you shoot, whether it's your carry gun or like a long gun, things along those lines. No, I do not carry this, but I got a good deal on it. And at the end of the day, yeah, it's a Springfield XD, but it also has a trigger and sights and safety and a mag release and everything else, which is more or less analog to most pistols. So can go out there with very little with respect to cost input, like basically CO2 cartridge and some BBs, and go get some good reps in shooting. And yeah, have fun. To be totally honest, once my boys and I kind of moved through that BB gun phase, which, as a quick aside, one of my favorite videos I've ever made, I'll link to it. Coolest video ever, one of my favorites. My son got his first BB gun. But once we moved through BB guns into 22s, 243s, ARs, 20 gauges, all that stuff, it's been a while since we revisited air guns, but they're fun. They're absolutely fun. And the other side, especially nowadays, is cost benefit. Like, it is expensive to shoot. Even 22, if you can find ammo, which everything's kind of coming back, stuff is still expensive. And this, you can get a lot of reps, pretty inexpensive, which is cool. But if you're looking for air guns, maybe not necessarily an XD, even though you could get a smoking deal on it, check out Pyramyd Air. They have all kinds of stuff over there. And as always, thanks for joining us at kitbadger.com. Look forward to seeing you next time.